Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Mystic's Heart. This is Denise Iwaniw Francisco, and I'd like to wish you all a very merry Yule season. And welcome to Sacred Space, a place to be and a place to breathe. Oh, what a beautiful morning it was to start out with Connie Vaughter on her show, The Spiritual Mysteries of Life, and teachings about the Archangel Saint Gabriel. And as all of you know, I am a huge fan of the archangels. And of course, Gabriel is one of my very favorites. And so this morning, as we get started, I am going to go ahead and share the show so that folks can find sacred space with all of us. Very important to do that. And I invite you all to breathe. And for those of you that are already tuned in and listening, good morning, Sonia. If you would care to like and share the show, that would be fantastic. Good morning, Rob. And I think we're going to have a really fun show this morning. It is still the holiday season after all. And we're going to carry the festivities into today and hopefully into the rest of the week as we approach the new year. All right. Okay, here we go. So people ask the question, good morning, Mary. So, where can we find you on Tuesday mornings? It's kind of confusing sometimes. The best way to do it, everybody, is to go to the show page, Balancing Heaven and Earth. And that is where the show will continue to emanate from. All of the show hosts have their own private page for their show. So you can give the show page a like, and then you will be notified when shows are scheduled and when shows are live. So on Tuesday mornings, you can find me through through the Mystic's Heart. Tomorrow evening is On the Road to Heaven with Sandra Herrick. Every other Wednesday evening is Balancing Heaven and Earth. And I've got some new shows and things coming up that I think that you will enjoy in 2018. And of course, the Mystery School with Carolyn Ortrun Franklin, one Thursday per month. So it's good to have you all with us. And thank you, Connie, for a beautiful show this morning. And I was very touched that you quoted from my new book, Prayers and Incantations to the Light. Thank you for doing that. I'm so glad that you're enjoying the book. Many of you have written to me to let me know that you are enjoying Prayers and Incantations to the Light. Others are asking the question, Denise, where can we find Prayers and Incantations to the Light? And it's really easy. If you go to deniseiwaniw.com and click on the Temple Within, that's where all of my books and things published through the Temple Within Publishing are located right there. And very good. Oh, it's good to see everybody. So as we're all gathering in sacred space, thank you all for sharing the show. Take some deep breaths. Good morning, Elise and Tana. I think, Tana, that you will be asked to, or you will be commissioned to paint my grandson Conan, my four-legged grandson Conan, Dane's beautiful, handsome black pit bull terrier. He asked last night, he said, Mom, who was it that did the portrait of Merlin? I said, that's my friend Tana. And he said, do you suppose that I could hire her to do a painting of Conan? And I said, I do believe that you could do that, my love. So he, absolutely, Rob, he will be getting in contact with you to have that done. Good morning, April. Good to have you in the house as well. So, it's a beautiful day today here in the Enchanted Forest. It literally looks enchanted with the snow on the branches. And good morning, Lucy and Hank. Good morning. It's good to have you here too. Aunt Dee Dee is very happy that you are here this morning. I'm happy that we're all together in sacred space. And again, thank you all for liking the show and sharing it, and for enjoying my book, Prayers and Incantations to the Light. Good morning, Bonnie. Oh, thank you for that, Elise. It was so good to see you, Elise. How fun, everybody. On Christmas Eve morning, Elise Miller showed up. And boy, talk about an artist. I have to say as well, Elise, Dane was absolutely thrilled with the garden stone, the University of Michigan garden stone that you created. He was just beyond the pale happy with that. And so thank you. It was great to meet you and to be in your energy. And what a blessing that we can all be together in this way. And oftentimes we get to meet each other in person. And what a beautiful thing that is. Nicole, well, of course, Lucy and Hank are very, very special. And I understand that Santa Claus was very good to them because they're very good children. And you always remember that, Lucy and Hank, that you are beautiful, beautiful people. As you grow up, always remember that you're very, very loved. You're always loved, no matter what. You are always loved. I love you. Yeah, that's something you can always count on forever and ever. That's right. And your Nana is also here. Nana Kelly. Yeah. All right. So this morning, I'm wearing beads. Typically, if I'm wearing beads, they were something that were created by one of my sisters. These beads are actually from Egypt. These beads I purchased when I was in Cairo. And I thought how appropriate to wear Egyptian beads, right? Out of Egypt comes many traditions and many teachings. So this morning I'm wearing double eagle heads created by a beautiful Native American man up in Alberta, Canada. And these were gifted to me from my husband. And beautiful shell earrings that come out of South Dakota. And beautiful beadwork that comes out of Egypt. Lovely. Sometimes on our journey of life, we blend things and we blend traditions because we are who we are, and our experiences make us uniquely who we are. Last week on the show, I talked a little bit about the fact that my daughter Elise loves to attend Mass. She finds peace and tranquility and fullness at Mass. And so Christmas Eve, she asked, Mom, would you like to go to Mass? And I said, well, certainly. So we went to Mass here at St. Mary's, Great Mother of God. That's the name of the church. Isn't that a great name for a church? St. Mary, Great Mother of God, Catholic Church here in Lowell, Michigan. And it was beautiful. And what I love about that particular time of Mass is that all the little ones are there. All the kids are there. And so, they're coughing and wheezing and fiddling around and fudging and do all the things that kids do. And how perfect is that as we're celebrating the return of the inner child, of the inner light. And so sometimes we find ourselves trying to find a path that includes all of us and tries not to exclude any of those pieces and parts of us that are important to us. And it's okay to do that, everyone. We don't have to have a certain path that is exclusive to another. We are who we are because of all of our experiences. And it's also okay to let go of traditions that no longer nourish our soul. That's also important to know that we're empowered to do that as well. And as we get older, we come to understand that our path is uniquely our own. It's uniquely our own. So I can go to Catholic Mass and come home and sit for a moment with my chanupa and, welcome the presence of Winikia. Right. So we have to enjoy and express and find joy in the fullness of who we are. All right. Good morning, Sonia. Yes. And you're right, Rob, a message from Gabriel. As Connie's show was going on this morning, he kept hearing his name because Connie's show was about the Archangel Saint Gabriel. And she said it numerous times, and his ears would, his head would cock and he would perk up. And I believe he thought that Connie was talking to her all morning. So he talked back a couple of times. All right. So this morning I'm going to draw a card for all of us, an inspirational card from the Mysteries of Ancient Egypt Empowerment deck. Look at the artwork from the artist David Fix. Where can you find those? Also, DeniseIwaniw.com. In fact, I've got more of these decks to ship out today. Lots of orders have come in the past couple of days for the Mysteries of Ancient Egypt deck. Good morning, Paige Wilson. It's good to see you this morning. So, we're headed into a brand new year. Good morning, Rochelle. We're headed into a brand new year. And at this time of the year, we know that we begin to have some moments of introspection and to think about what it is that we wish to carry forward into a calendar year. And what about those things that we need to bless and to leave in this year, and take with us those things that are going to nourish the coming year. So as we leave, we bless those things that we leave. All right, so we're going to choose a card, an inspirational card. And the card that comes up for all of us is this beautiful card of Nefertiti, the wife of Akhenaten, the pharaoh Nefertiti. And actually, the name Nefertiti means the beautiful one has come. The beautiful one has come. And still to this day in the beauty industry, her face, her visage, as they say, is still used as the standard of beauty when it comes to the dimensions of the human face, the structure of the human face, etc., the length of the nose, all of those good things. But metaphorically speaking, because we talk about a lot of teachings metaphorically here on this show, Nefertiti represents joy. She represents joy, immensely loved by her people. It was more than Nefertiti's physical beauty that caused such admiration, also known as the mistress of happiness. It was the joy of being alive that shone through her face, creating a radiant visage, one that has become an ageless icon of feminine power and wisdom. She asks the question, where do you find joy? Where does joy find you? Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. If joy eludes you, perhaps it has been there all along, waiting for you to see and embrace it. To the one who sees, treasure can be found in all things, great and small. Inner joy radiates out into the universe, uplifting others and attracting more of the same vibration. I love that. It is the vivacious spirit of warmth and happiness that dances in the world around us and within us. And the mantra, the daily mantra of this beautiful card, I find joy in things both great and small. I find joy in being alive. So this card is about joy. It asks the question, where do you find joy? Where does joy find you? During the course of our lifetime, sometimes our joy seems to elude us. It seems to go away. And perhaps that's part of our growth. Maybe where we once found joy, we no longer find joy. I have this beautiful teaching. I actually purchased it on Nantucket Island many, 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 many years ago. And part of the artwork, there's a mantra that says, if there's no joy in it, I know that it's not meant for me. When joy is no longer found in something, for me, that is a signal that the season of that has come to a conclusion. So 2018, where do we find joy? Maybe it's in new places. Maybe it's time to lay to rest those places where you no longer find joy, or with whom you no longer find joy. Maybe it's outdated thoughts and belief systems. Perhaps the message of Nefertiti is, joy is rightfully yours. Let go of those things that do not nourish your soul or bring you joy. And in 2018, perhaps it's time to create a plan in which you bring yourself to joy and you bring joy to yourself. So that from Nefertiti. Good morning. Yes, we will begin with Lucy and Hank. Lucy. We're going to begin with the angels for Lucy and Hank. Let's start with the young ones today. Okay, Lucy, my love, it's the Archangel Saint Uriel. Uriel says, I love myself. In my perfect imperfection, I love my uniqueness. I love my uniqueness. The Archangel Saint Uriel, that name means one who shines like God, one who shines like Creator. Uriel reminds you, Lucy, that you also shine like the Creator. And Uriel says to you, Lucy, love yourself. Love every aspect of you. All of your unique qualities, those are gifts that you came here with. Love those. We love those about you. So celebrate how unique you are in the world, because that's what you came here to be, is unique. Okay, Hank. All right, let's shuffle it up for Hank. All right. All right, here's another one for Hank. Oh, this is the Archangel Yophiel. And the message of Yophiel, Hank, is this: God and I are one. The Creator and I are one. What does that mean for you, Hank? As what are you now, 4 years old? Well, you're 4 years old? Yes. Yeah. Okay, so what does that mean? Hank, that means that the Creator loves you no matter what. The Creator is within you, and you are the Creator in expression here on earth. So what that also means is there isn't anything that you could do to ever remove yourself from the love of God, ever. There isn't anything, Hank. Right? Always remember that God and your angels and your family and your aunties and your uncles, we all love you. You came here to shine as only Hank can shine. Oh, you're welcome, Rob. I know it's a busy morning for everybody. April, the Archangel Saint Raphael is here for you. And of course, Raphael is the angel of healers and those who are in the process of healing. Peace is within me. I am at peace. And April, the Archangel Saint Raphael is inviting you to spend some time in the presence, the fullness of what we call Raphael, of the healing of the Creator. Also acknowledges your healing abilities and talents and thanks you for sharing those here on the earth plane. Wonderful reminders. Good morning, Holly. It's good to see you. All right. Okay, well, this one popped right up for you, Holly. It is the Archangel Saint Michael. Michael. So it's about courage. It's about strength. And in those times, even with your new physical therapist, where you think to yourself, I just don't think I can do this anymore. This is just way too hard. It's way too rough. Don't forget to call upon the Archangel Saint Michael. And sending lots of good vibes, everybody in the chat room, sending healing vibes to Holly as she's going through a new protocol. The Archangel Saint Michael. And we have to remember that when we're calling upon the archangels without, we are also calling upon that within. And sometimes we need to focus on the fact that within is sometimes the most important and potent aspect of the angelic realm. Right inside of us. Good morning, Deborah. Yeah, and I think that also, I believe that there may be some healing incantations, prayers, and ceremonies in my new book that you may wish to try. And what I would encourage you to do as well, Holly, is to create sacred ceremony around it. When we create sacred space and sacred ceremony, it notifies the universe, it notifies our guides and angels and allies that we are going to have ceremony. It also lets our interior castle know that we're going to have ceremony, that this is something that we're taking very seriously. And we prepare ourselves on the inside for ceremony. Also, when we are healing, oftentimes we are releasing. And sometimes we have to align our mind, our brain, and our heart and our body for what it is that we are trying to release. And sometimes we are desperately hanging on to, and we don't even know we are. Oh boy, when that happens, hey, happens to all of us. April is saying she is in a cleansing and healing time. Yeah. Well, it's the time of the year for all of us. And the big ones, oh, we can feel it when they're trying to cut loose, right? We can feel it. Good morning, Cheryl. All right. Sonia, my friend, this one is for you. Kamael. Hey, William, Bill Elliott. Good morning, Jocelyn. Absolutely, I will. And everybody, do not hesitate to remind me in the chat. You know, they're in the stream. Denise, please pull a card for me. I am not offended by that. Keep reminding me, because sometimes you know how I am. I get on a tangent. And do remember that at the top of the hour, 11 a.m., it is Polly Jo LeBay with Chakra Sessions. I typically catch that in the archive, and it is always spectacular. Always. Okay, Sonia, it's Kamael. Kamael is associated with the sign of Aries. The message of Kamael is this, Sonia, you know who you are. Be confident in that. And when you are not feeling confident, invite Kamael to be with you. Sometimes in life, we can feel less than confident. We just can. There are things that happen, and our confidence dwindles. Kamael says, you know who you are. At the core of who we are, we know who we are. We may not always acknowledge who we are, because sometimes we might be fearful of that inner power, or what will people think if I step into who I am? Well, to which I say, who cares what other people think? How do you feel about yourself? It's your life. It's your path. What did you come here to do? Be confident in that. This is a card of confidence, Sonia. And when you are feeling less than confidence within yourself and confident in a situation, call on Kamael. Kamael is a stream of energy from the heart and mind of the Creator that brings us a sense of knowing and a sense of purpose of who we are. And again, it connects with that same energetic note within us. Isn't it amazing how sometimes all of a sudden we can feel confident? Like, I know you feel confident when you are in agility, because you and Hurricane, I mean, what's there not to feel confident about? And where does that come from? That's also your inner Kamael saying, oh, I got this. Because when we are in the arena doing agility, right? Okay, so this also extrapolates into the rest of your life. Be confident in who you are. There you go, 2018. All right, Kelly Spencer. We're going to go to the mysteries of ancient Egypt. I love this deck. For some reason, this deck is most popular in Europe. I send more copies or more decks of this card, of these cards, to Europe than anywhere else, particularly in the UK. So to all of my UK fans, thank you. Got more decks going out today in the mail. Thank you for ordering the Mysteries of Ancient Egypt Empowerment deck. Kelly, this is Anubis, the Egyptian wolf. Anubis. Anubis, referred to by many as the Egyptian wolf, escorts the mystery school initiate through the cavernous temples and corridors within the great halls of Amenti, where all that no longer serves the student must be laid to rest, so that admittance into the upper schools of knowledge can be attained. You have reached a time of transition and magnificent growth. Remember that while you are not of this earth, you are here for a short time to learn and fully realize yourself. Relax, let go, and trust. All righty, that's a good one. Deborah, I had a friend who recently passed, and her name was Deborah, but she pronounced it Deborah. Beautiful woman, beautiful woman. Yeah. Deborah. It is the Archangel Muriel. Muriel is associated with the horoscopical sign of Cancer. By walking between heaven and earth, the best of both worlds becomes our reality. This card says, you are wonderfully intuitive, Deborah, insightful and sensitive. Honor that. Take care of that. Nurture that. Surround yourself in sounds and smells and people and thoughts that nurture your sensitivities. Your daily mantra: I am in balance with life. I am strong, sensitive, and wise. When we are sensitive people, and I would say that everybody probably watching is a sensitive, psychic sensitive, or intuitive sensitive person, we have to be mindful of our surroundings, what we're listening to, what we're wearing on our body, the thoughts that we have in our head, the thoughts that we allow to come into our head. What are we surrounding ourselves with? You're welcome, Deborah. And when we're having a problem with that, or we need some guidance, we can call upon Muriel, the light of Muri. Nicole. It's the Archangel, Saint Israfel. Israfel has a beautiful Coptic teaching, Coptic Egyptian Christian teaching that says, a master is the one who is awake. Yophaya reminds us that when we have awakened, there will be no more going to sleep. No more going to sleep. You are alive. You are awake. I love this. I am that I am. But this says there's no more going back into your comfort zone, right? You are out of your comfort zone. Spirit is going to continue to open doors for you to expand in 2018. Expand in so many ways, to discover new things about yourself that you never even knew, that you never dreamt of. Prepare yourself. It's going to be an exciting ride in 2018. Go for it. Go for it. Sonia, what are you saying here? Okay. Okay. I do not like who I have become, and I seem to have lost myself along the way. And you know what? Sometimes we all go through that. We kind of lose ourselves along the way. And those are the times that I say to people, that's when we need to get quiet. We need to go within. Good morning, Marianne and Bonnie. We need to go within. We need quiet time. Sometimes I call it the plateau. We don't like who we've become, and we need to reflect on that. Exactly what are we referring to when we say, I don't like what I have become, and I've lost myself along the way? What part of self needs to be retrieved? What needs to be retrieved and brought back home? And I will keep you in my prayer, in my prayers, and in my prayer. Good morning, Jacqueline. Bonnie. Bonnie, this one is for you. The Archangel Raziel, also known as Grandmother Earth, representing the flower of life, divine matrix. 2018. Your message, Bonnie, is to shine. More than that, Bonnie. For those of you that don't know Bonnie, Bonnie has, how many times, Bonnie, have you been Businesswoman of the Year here in West Michigan? She is a pioneering woman that is in plastics and mold injection. And she pioneered it, one of the very first women to create a company and a business. And she's a very spiritual woman. So as she's running this magnificent company, and 2 years Businesswoman of the Year, young woman, and really broke the glass ceiling with regard to what it is that she does as a mold and dye and all of those things in the plastic injection industry. And it can become wearing when you are a woman in a predominantly male world. She's done it. This is a card, Bonnie, that says to you, with your face to the sun and your back to the shadows. This is a card of sunrises. Sunrises. 2018, very, very potent for you, Bonnie. Very potent, my friend. Keep marching forward. Keep marching forward and doing your business with spirit at hand. Raziel is with you. Raziel is a very potent angel, also known as, Oh, good morning, Trish. So face to the sun, back to the shadow. Leave it behind, Bonnie. March into 2018, honey. You know who you are. You're Businesswoman of the Year for a reason, and you broke that glass ceiling for so many women business owners for a reason. That's right. You're welcome, honey. Delgadillo, Ana, this is for you. It's the Archangel Salaphiel. It's the angel of prayer. The Archangel of Prayer. My thoughts are prayers. Let them be loving and kind. And Delgadia, Anna, I want to read this to you. The Archangel Salaphiel joyfully reminds you that every thought that you think, every word that you speak becomes a sacred prayer in the universal web of interconnectedness. Known as the Light Angel of Prayer, Salaphiel thanks you for those times that you have made prayers on behalf of another, and for those times that you have been an answer to a prayer for someone in need. Whenever this card comes up for somebody, it says to me that the card is being read for somebody who is a very prayerful person, somebody who prays, in other words, has lots of conversations with Creator. Potent conversations. Delgadillo, you, your life, and your purpose as a light bearer are a prayer in expression upon the earth plane. This is a thank you from the angels. Yes, it is. Kathy Skirmerhorn from the Totem Spirit Empowerment deck. It is, you are welcome. You're very welcome. Those prayers prayer, I believe, is the most potent force in the universe when they come from love. Kathy Skirmerhorn, hey Haka, the elk. The elk says, good morning, welcome to a new day. Every day is a brand new love song from the Creator. And Hey Haka asks the question, how do you greet the day? And how are you going to greet the new year? I believe, Kathy, that Hey Haka is inviting you to have ceremony this coming week, to invite the fullness of the coming year into your life, to set your intention, to become one with your path. I believe you're being called to ceremony. So I hope that your fire pit and firewood are ready. Good morning, Virginia. Because Hey Haka, elk is saying there's a brand new day coming for you. And it feels really good when I say that. Love that. It's a brand new love song. Yes, Hey Haka says every day is a brand new love song from the Creator. when you're out and you can hear Hehaka doing that bugle sound that elks make. Spectacular. Just spectacular. Absolutely, April. Happy to do that. What a beautiful group we have this morning. Rochelle. I just love this angel. This is one of my favorite pieces of artwork. Hey, Kelly. Thank you for being here. Advakiel. Advakiel is associated with the sign of Sagittarius. I embrace each moment of my life knowing that love surrounds me, is the message of Advakiel. The Archangel Advakiel teaches us that there is no room for doubt in the heart and mind of the one who realizes that with every storm comes a rainbow, with every ending, a fresh beginning, and with every heartbreak, a new love is found. Advakiel thanks you, Rochelle, for being the voice of hope for others, and wishes you to understand that sunrises are the results of sunsets. A beautiful sunrise is on your horizon. How can we possibly be the voice of hope for people if we haven't walked through the dark places, the passionate places, the heart-rendering places? How can we possibly be the voice of hope for others if we have not authentically experienced those things for ourselves? This is a card that thanks you for being the voice of hope for others, Rochelle, and also reminds you of that very same teaching. And it says, understand that 2018 is a time of sunrise if you allow it. We have to sometimes put things to sunset in our lives. We have to let them set in order for the sun to rise. Yeah. You're welcome, Kathy. Jocelyn, the Archangel Metatron, once known as the Prophet Enoch. This is a card of transformation. This card represents advanced esoteric learning. 2018, deep wisdom teachings. More of them being revealed to you and for you to share and to reveal to others. Yeah. Metatron. Oh, good morning, Jeanette. Yes, Margaret. Dark makes light brighter. Yes. Good morning, John. It's good to see what you are doing. It's very special to see what you do for others. You know, it's funny, John. Last night, my mother-in-law, Todd's mother, asked me the question, who was that young man that was downstairs eating Thanksgiving dinner with us? I said, that was John. And she said, oh my goodness, I like him. What a wonderful family he has. So you were with us last night at Christmas celebration, and just thought I would share that with you. And John, while you're in the chat, I'm going to draw a card for you. You're welcome, Rochelle. She's beginning to work on her book. Fantastic. You're welcome, Jocelyn. John, it's the otter. The teaching of the otter. The teaching of the otter says this: don't forget to play. Don't forget to play. Don't forget that it's okay to have fun. You are one of the funniest people that I know. Your sense of humor is outstanding. But the teaching of the otter says, John, don't forget to play. Get out there and have some fun. You're also one of the hardest working people that I know. So your message for today is, get out there and have some fun. Get out there and have some fun. All right, Jacqueline Coster. This one is for you. And thank you for sharing my book with Cindy Lynn. And we're going to pick from the mythology deck. The Pegasus for 2018. The Pegasus says, allow your creative genius to flow. Allow it to flow. 2018, get creative. And Jacqueline, this is also a card that says to you, get out of your comfort zone with your creativity. Push the envelope. Go to the edge a little bit further. You're welcome, John. This is about creative genius. And, each of us expresses creativity in our own way. In our own way. Good morning, Janine. So get out there, get creative. Already start thinking creatively, alchemically with the universe. One of the best things that we can do in our creativity is to work with spirit. Right? Work with our angels, work with God. What is it that you wish to create? Creator, this is what I'd like to create in 2018. And thank you for walking with me and helping me to create and bring it to fruition. That's okay, Janine. We're just happy to have you here. Nellie. Mervyn Kelly. It's the unicorn. Love the unicorn. The unicorn is a pure being of light. Good morning, Barbie. Unicorn is a pure, pristine being of light. And the message of the unicorn, Nellie, Mervyn over there in the UK, let your light shine. 2018, no holds barred, no self-doubt. Let your light shine. The world needs your light. The world needs all of us. And the world doesn't need what we think others expect of us. The world needs what it was that the Creator gave us to bring here in our lifetime. That's what we all need. Let your light shine. The unicorn is present with you. The teaching of the unicorn is with you, Mervyn. Yes. All right. Let me have a look-see here. I've kind of lost a little bit of track. Having so much fun with everybody. He's saying, okay, I understand. Good. I know you understand. I'm just going to give you one of these. Okay. That's for emphasis. Good morning, Erin. How are those baby girls? I hope they're doing great. Okay, Bonnie K. Bonnie K. Beckett. Van Dyke. This one is for you. Isn't this fun? I tell you, I love Tuesday mornings. I've been doing Tuesday mornings for, oh my goodness, many, many years now. Nellie. Oh, goodness. Okay, Bonnie K. All right. It's the angel Thoth or Thoth. 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 T-H-O-T-H. Thought. Represents the heart and mind of the Creator, of the universes, within the universes, which we are here to express and shine. Here is your message, Bonnie K. Beckett Van Dyke. This is about setting healthy boundaries for 2018. Healthy boundaries. What do you allow into your life? Your thoughts, people, places, situations, music, food, drink. This is about having good, healthy boundaries in 2018. I am whole and healthy. I set stable boundaries and allow the flow of loving thoughts to enter my mind, loving foods to enter my mind and my body. We're always nourishing our mind and our heart. What are we nourishing it with? Who are we nourishing it with? And are we going to allow in 2018 unnourishing things devoid of nourishment? So this is a beautiful card. It's about really taking good care of you in 2018. Very important. And for your daughter, Cameron. The angel Yehudia. Yehudia. This is for Cameron. Okay, I love this card. I'm just going to read it. The angel Yehudia is here to help you celebrate your life. This splendid angel of light wishes you to know how very much your life positively impacts others. Your service to the goodness of light is recognized and honored by your angels and by the one who loves you most of all. You make a glorious and joyful difference in the world, and you are loved. Your daily mantra: on this day, I honor my birth and my purpose for being, which is love. That's right. That's what we came here to do. That is what we came here to do. You are welcome. All right, let me see here. Marcia. It's the Archangel Chamuel. Chamuel is the angel of love. Angel of love, Chamuel. I am a living expression of the eternal light of love. I welcome love into my life. And sometimes it feels like we just don't have any more room for love in our life, because sometimes, as they say, there's so much furniture in the living room, we cannot possibly bring in a brand new sofa. So Chamuel sometimes is the angel who helps us jettison the baggage of our life that is unloving to prepare a space for that which is loving. So Chamuel is saying to you, Marcia, in 2018, invite more love into your life. And it's okay to let go of things in your life that are not loving, including the way that we sometimes talk to ourselves. Sometimes, the places we find ourselves in. This is a card that says, welcome more love into your life. And if you're having a problem letting go of unloving things, invite me in. Sometimes we are really good at not loving ourselves. And so Chamuel can help us learn to love ourselves more fully. Right? We're really good at beating ourselves up in our humanness, aren't we? We really are. Chamuel says, knock that off. Let me help you with that. Love yourself. Tana. IML. IML represents change. IML says, take that leap of faith, Tana. Take the leap of faith, and remember that when we take the leap, the net of love always appears for us to have a safe landing in which we can grow, right? We land in that net of love when we take a leap of faith. And it's in the net of love that we grow. Take the leap. Take the leap. Cheryl, this one is for you. Oh, it's the crow. It's the crow. My life and my light are eternal gifts from the Creator. All right, so Cheryl, I'm going to read this part to you. You have brought your starlight to Grandmother Earth, Unchimaka, for a short visit known as a human lifetime. Share your light while you walk the earth path. Be brave. Have courage to shine. Share your light with others, helping them to find the light within themselves. This is also a thank you card for helping others to find the light within themselves. But this card says shine. Shine your light. In doing so, this is how we help others find the light within themselves. Every time our light is called to a dark place, we end up with a story to tell, some wisdom gained. And those stories and wisdoms are always going to help somebody else. We never know who at the time. Shine on. Rob. The cricket, Rob. The cricket says, sing your song, dance your dance. My spirit sings a joyful song. 2018 and the cricket. You've received this before recently. So there is a very deep and constant message for you. It is time for you to chant, to sing, to hum, to drum, and to dance to the beat of your own sacred soul. The old ones are listening and hear your songful prayers. They love you. Honor them by listening and hearing how they sing to you through the voices of creation in all things. In all things. I believe that this card may also be saying that you're going to be receiving some divine inspiration from places perhaps you did not think of before. Sometimes we can be inspired by things we never thought we would be inspired by. Be open, says the cricket. Marianne Malika. You beautiful thing. This one is for you. We're going to go to the totem deck for you. We're going to shuffle it. Oh, it's Iktomi. Iktom, grandmother spider. Love Iktom. Iktomi. Oh, you're welcome, Cheryl. That's right. Shine on. And remember, sometimes you're called into the dark places because only your light will do. Remember that. Iktomi, Marianne, says, remember the weave. Remember the weave. The tapestry of our life is the culmination of our experiences, all of them, of who we are, of our thoughts, of our words, of our actions, and all of who we are. Iktomi appears when the weave is changing, expanding, and sometimes when a little thread of the weave is being tugged on. For me, when Spider appears, when Grandmother Spider appears, she says, changes are coming. Expansion of awareness in your weave, in your matrix, is coming. Allow for the weave to expand, to change, to grow. And remember that you are connected to every living thing. In other words, as you expand, as your weave grows, as the tapestry continues to change, so too then are the people that you love that are around you, right? The ripple effect is enormous. Our inner changes also affect those around us. So this is a card of change, of expansion, of knowing that the weave is being rewoven, tugged upon, beautified. Great wisdom is coming to your weave. Pay attention and know that as we change, so too do those around us. Good morning, Courtney. Paige. Paige, this one is for you. It's the hawk. Cheta. Cheta oyate. Cheta oyate. Hawk. I see things with great clarity. I have nothing to fear. I have nothing to fear. Paige, this is a card that reminds you you have nothing to fear. Fear not. Be bold, be brave, be wise. Cheta also reminds us that Creator is always watching, loving, caring, keeping a close eye on things. Whenever I see Cheta up in the sky nation, I know that Spirit is watching me and I have nothing to fear. Sometimes we can be overcome by fear. And then a beautiful sign from creation comes along. Sometimes for me, it's Cheta Oyate, the Hawk Nation. And I'm reminded, Denise, don't be fearful. Be respectful, but not fearful, as my dad used to say. Fear not, I have nothing to fear. Cheta. Be bold, be alive, be awake. Janine Malika, this one is for you. Oh man, needed that reminder, she says. That's awesome. Okay, Janine. I got to catch up on what's going on here. I've been so focused on the cards. Yes, and please, everyone, remind me so that I can get a card for you. Please do that. It's very good to remind me. Janine, I am free to dance at the party called life, says Shamshiel. I love this card. On the day that you were born, Janine, the stars danced with delight and the planets of the universe jumped for joy. The angel Shamshiel comes to remind you, Janine, that you are free to choose how you live your life and that your life is a reflection of the choices that you make. Choose laughter, abundance, health, and endless love. Choose to sing from the mountaintops and dance with blissful abandon. You are free to dance at the party of life. And when we become too serious about things, we can invite Shamshiel to help us become a little less serious about things, to lighten up. But this is a reminder to have joy, to be joy. Joy is your right in this lifetime. Hey, Nikki. Mary Zarowitz, this one is for you. It's the salmon, the teaching of the salmon. The salmon is one of those teachings that says, let go of the white knuckle ride and go with the flow. Give up the control you think you have in 2018. It's not like just be willy-nilly. That's not what the message of our friend, the salmon, is. But the salmon says, all of our challenges become our triumphs. All of our challenges become our triumphs when we become knowledgeable and wise because of those challenges. And sometimes through the challenges, we just have to go with the flow instead of trying to swim upstream. We just need to go with the flow and know that every challenge serves a purpose. Sometimes it's not just for us. Right? The walk through the dark night of the soul oftentimes brings about wisdom and knowledge that's good for all of us. Let go, roll with the flow, my friend, and know that all of your challenges are triumphs. No more trying to swim upstream. Be aware. Sometimes when I know that I'm in the middle of a challenge, I will stop and I will be with it and think to myself, what am I to learn from this? What is the teaching that's coming to me? Rather than knock my head against the wall, I sit and I ask, what is to come of this? Janine, there you go. Well, you've got permission from Shamshiel to get out there and dance. All right. Nikki. Todd loved his Viking mug. Absolutely loved it. All right, Nikki. The Ouroboros teaching from the Spirit of Mythology Empowerment deck. Where can you find these? DeniseIwaniw.com or themysticsheart.com. When the Ouroboros shows up, the Ouroboros says a cycle has ended. Celebrate what has been. Celebrate what has been and prepare for what is coming. Prepare for what is coming. The time has come for you to acknowledge and celebrate, Nikki, just how far you've come and the wisdom you have gained. Well done, says the Ouroboros. The cycle has ended. A new cycle now begins. Take that wisdom forward into 2018. I know, I love this morning, and we're just going to keep rocking and rolling past the 1 hour mark. Janine is saying, actually, I'm taking dancing lessons. Perfect. Well, there's a nice atta-girl from the universe. Keep taking those dance lessons. Mary is saying, thank you, spot on. just, mornings of inspiration for all of us. I think it's really important for us just to get together and, have fun. Tuesday mornings are about fun, right? All right, here we go. Jeanette. It's the sun face Kachina from the Spirit of Mythology Empowerment deck. And the sun face Kachina says to you, Jeanette, stand in the light. Stand in the light of who you truly are and shine your light. Shine your light. Take that down. Each of us is called to our earth walk for a divine purpose, just to be us. During the course of our earthly existence, we are sometimes challenged by negativity and darkness so that we might come to fully comprehend the depth and the breadth of our own divine light. Jeanette, stand in the light of who you truly are and bring your passions to life in 2018. Sing your song, dance your dance, write your write. Whatever it is you need to write it. Stand in your light 2018. Cindy, it's the Phoenix. It's the Phoenix. What this says to me, Cindy Gray, is that you are a woman who has been through some fires. You're also a woman that gets up from those fires and keeps on going with the wisdom that you have gained through the fires of initiation and life. I'm going to read this to you. The card says, rise up. It is through the fires of spiritual initiation that we experience many deaths without dying. In those small deaths, we are given a choice to succumb to the pain of growth or employ it as a catalyst to rise from the ashes of what once was and soar to new heights of wisdom and awareness. Cindy, honor what has been, the knowledge you have gained, and the wisdom that is now yours. Take it into 2018 and share it with others. Good morning, David, from Oklahoma. Beautiful state of Oklahoma. You're welcome, Jeanette. All right, Elise Miller. It's the Water Dragon teaching from the UK, the United Kingdom. In these cards, I did a lot of research about mythology. And I happen to like the dragons that come from the United Kingdom. Those are my favorite. And the water dragon, Elise, is about our sixth sense. It represents water, the inner psyche, our emotions, our intuition. Honor the fact that at this time, Elise, your emotions, your intuition are heightened. Honor that and be good to yourself. Be good to yourself. Nurture your emotions. Don't deny them. Nurture your intuition. Spend time in contemplation. Spend time in prayer. Out in nature, out in quiet, whatever that is for you. Nurture yourself. You are so busy nurturing others. I experienced that firsthand Christmas Eve when I got to meet you for the very first time and you came here to my home. What a blessing you are. Nurture yourself. That's an order from an army brat. It's an order. All right. Aaron Riley Brandt. And those three beautiful Brandt girls. They are so sweet. All right, this is for the Brandt women. It is the angel Aniel. Angel Aniel. Aniel is the angel of pure light that teaches us about our light. Aniel and Carl Sagan, right? We are what the stars are made of. My essence is light. I am what the stars are made of. You all know, those that know me, know that I am a huge fan of the Hubble Space Telescope, of NASA. I can't get enough of Hubble. I can't get enough of NASA, the International Space Station. I just love learning more and more and more about those, as well as the traditional teachings that my elders teach me from the Lakota tradition. But this is a reminder, Aaron, that you are a being of light, that you are what the stars are made of. Celebrate that. And those 3 angel baby girls that are right there with you. What beautiful little star babies, right? Science has proven that we are made of stardust. It is in our humanity. Shine on. Cindy, some messages are so direct they ignite tears of truth. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Cindy. You know what I love about the show? Hi, Bianca. Is that David and I have spent years creating these cards, doing the research, doing the words. And when we come together, it's like being in a Hallmark store, isn't it? Choosing a card that's best for the person we're going to send the Hallmark card to. Boy, some of the cards I got yesterday from Dane and Colton, the mom cards, I know exactly what you mean. Oh my goodness, I was having mom moments. Good morning, Kathy. Yeah. Good morning. So here we are all together. And those of you that enjoy being with Polly Jo LeBay, she is on right now. So please feel free to go over to Chakra Sessions. David Bowen, this one is for you, my friend in Oklahoma. It's the teaching of the raven. For me, the raven comes to me from the direction of Sapa, which is the west, the direction of the ancestors. And I'd like to read this card to you, David, if I might. I sure will, Daisy, absolutely. Hey, Bianca from Asheville. Love Asheville. Love Asheville. But David, I want to read this to you. I am the depths to which the light may be found in the deepest of darkness, and the understanding that only light and love pierce the veil of ignorance and servitude to fear. As the one who reveals the Creator's love in all things, I help you discover the light within each of the experiences of your life, even those that seem unspeakably harsh. David, I feel as though you're kind of like that raven, that sometimes you are the one that people call when there's an emergency, when they need help, when they need a peaceful warrior or maybe a warrior. And you are also a person who helps people out of the bondage of ignorance or fear. Bondage, that's the word that I feel like I want to, like you free people. You help teach people. That you bring the light to people, just like the legend of the raven. The raven was once a white bird, and the raven loved all living things, all of its brothers and sisters so much that the raven was willing to fly deep up into the sky nations to retrieve the light and bring that light to the world. And in the process, she scorched her wings, and she was no longer white, she became black. This represents the bravery that some have in bringing light to fear, to ignorance, to death, right, to hardship, the teaching of the raven. And it's a thank you from the universe for being brave enough to bring the light to others. All right. Okay. All right. Where am I? Where am I? All right, Lisa. Lisa McCarthy. Hey, Margaret. All right, 2018. Here's the Lamasu card. from the Spirit of Mythology Empowerment deck. And Lisa, the Lamassu is known as the gatekeeper in ancient Mesopotamian teachings. In mythology, the gatekeeper says healthy boundaries are essential. So Lisa, 2018, healthy boundaries with yourself, with situations, with people, with thoughts, with food. I do too, Bill. I love the story of the raven. Yes. So healthy boundaries. My guardian angels and spirit guides walk with me both day and night. So it is a reminder as well that sometimes in setting healthy boundaries, sometimes we feel as though we need to ask for help. And sometimes we ask the Creator, and sometimes we ask the Creator and the Creator's angels and our, spiritual allies. But it's about healthy boundaries in 2018, Lisa. All right. Bill Elliott. We're going to go to the totem deck, Bill. Oh, it's the teaching of the coyote, Bill Elliott. The coyote teaches us that our teachers come in many forms. Some of them are very pleasant, some of them not so much. But the coyote says everyone is our teacher. Everything, every experience is our teacher. The coyote in the Lakota tradition is known as the trickster. Because isn't it true, everybody? Isn't it true that sometimes our greatest teachers come to us from places, people, and things that we least expected, and sometimes from the most painful places that we least expected? The coyote says, remember, all things come from the love of Creator. What is the wisdom teaching that is being brought to you in this way, in an opposite way? The Heyoka tradition says that we're often taught by experiencing the direct opposites, contrarians. Yeah. All right, Bianca. Bianca, hold on just a moment. Let me have a look, see where I am. All right. You're welcome, Lisa. You are welcome. Good, David. I'm glad that made sense to you. Very glad. Thank you for sharing that. And I'm going to write. I'm being asked to write. Where can you find these things? DeniseIwaniw.com on my Temple Within page. All right, Bianca in Asheville, North Carolina. Beautiful Asheville. This one is for you. Oh, this is a gorgeous message, Bianca. This representation from the artist David Fix is of the Archangel Ambriel. Ambriel is associated with the sign of Gemini. And I want to read this to you. The Archangel Ambriel has come to acknowledge, Bianca, your ability to see the oneness in all things. That is a gift, by the way. With this great gift that you possess, Bianca, you have come to Earth to help heal the world. Blessings be upon you. It is a gift when we are able to look into the eyes of any living thing and see the Creator gazing back at us, and then to teach that to others, particularly the young ones. To teach them that every living thing is our relative, mitakoye oyasi. All my relations. Bianca, you have this gift. Spirit thanks you for sharing this teaching with others. And I want to share the mantra for you, Bianca. When I look in the mirror, I see the reflection of the Creator gazing back at me. That's your mantra. When I look in the mirror, I see the Creator gazing back at me. Well done. Katie Katie Battle. This one is for you, Katie. The teaching of the gargoyle. The gargoyle is a teaching that comes to us from France. From France. Yeah, just remember that, Bill. There you go. Yeah, good. I'm glad. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you for letting me know about Trish. All right. The gargoyle, Katie, is the defender of light. Victory is yours, says the gargoyle. I overcome life's challenges with wisdom and ease. This is a card that says, challenging people, places, and things in our lives. Oh, oy vey, we have them all the time, right? This is a card that says, thank you for turning your challenges into triumphs. And, Katie, for helping others to see that their challenges can also become their triumphs. It's in how we look at it, how we look at the situations in our lives. We all go through the muck and the mire and the fires. Some people stay there. They take up residency on the pity pot, as I say. My sister Barbara always says that, Barbara out in the reservation, on the pity pot. Some people like to sit on the pity pot and they take up residency there. Other people sit on the pity pot. We've all been there. And then we say, what did I learn while I was on the pot? And will I then help others find the lesson or the grace or the miracle that came to them while they were on the pity pot? That's you, Katie. You help people see the miracle. You're like the gargoyle, the defender of light, but look at the light. Look at the gift. Some people will never see the gift. I want to say that as well. Some people will never see the gift. Some people don't ever want to see the gift, and that's okay. All we can do is pose and perhaps present that maybe this is a gift. Some people, oh, I don't want that gift. I like the pity pot. It's kind of cozy here. In fact, I think I'll have a cup of coffee and stay here for another decade because I like it and it serves me well. It brings pity to me. Other people go, oh, I'm tired of being on that pity pot. I'm done with that. And I'm going to go and think about what I learned while I was sitting on the pot, right? Some people read the newspaper and other people think about what it was that they learned in that experience. So good job, Katie. Virginia, the teaching of the Wakiam, the Thunderbird Nation. The Thunderbird says, Virginia, stay on your path. Stay on your path. No matter how many winds are trying to blow you off the path, no matter how many situations are trying to have you get off the red road and down into the black and blue road or the pucker brush, the Wakian says, Virginia, despite the winds, the hail, the rain, the snow, the thunder, the lightning, stay on your path. Stay on your path. 2018, stay on the red road, the Chankuluta, the red road. Not everybody understands our path, everyone, and that's okay. Not everybody understands our path. Not everybody's supposed to understand our path. We're supposed to understand our path with the Creator. And are we doing it with love? We talked about that last week, right? All right, Trish. I'm going to shuffle this up really good. All right, it's the teaching of the rainbow serpent. The rainbow serpent, which comes to us from Australia. And the rainbow serpent says, awaken from your slumber. What does that mean, Trish? What that means is each of us is born with gifts and talents, dreams and passions, potential and opportunities for growth. And yet, in our human condition, we can fall asleep at the wheel of life. We all do it. Been there. I've bumped my head on the steering wheel because we do it. The rainbow serpent says in 2018, remember why you came to Earth. Shine your light. Live your passion. I'm just going to read this to you, Trish. Have you forgotten that your soul came to earth to shine in its own beautifully unique way? Have your dreams been put on a dusty shelf and your passions placed on the back burner? It is time to awaken from your slumber, Trish, and to bring your unique light to life. The world is waiting. What is it that you'd like to create in 2018? Your daily mantra: I celebrate the fullness of my being. Yeah. It's about bringing it to life, Trish, in 2018. No more hiding under a bushel basket. Bring your dreams to life. Expand your dreams. Dream outside the box. Yeah. I love that. Courtney Tryon. Yes, pity pot. Think about this so often, looking out for others. Smile. Would you please pull a card for me if there is still time? Oh my goodness. Absolutely, Courtney. My sister, Barbara Dullknife, she either calls me from the pity pot, which I know then she has a concern, or she calls me from the top of the telephone pole out there on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation, there at Mr. Haney's store at the top of the hill where she lives there on Pine Ridge. And sometimes she'll say, Sister Mitankala, I'm calling you from the pity pot. And then when she's done telling me why she's on the pity pot, that she always says, without exception, now would you like to hear something funny? Now would you like to hear some good news? Always. Always. Courtney, my dear, it's the Kokopelli. Oh, Trish is saying, wow, thank you so much. My eyes are leaking. Oh, bless your heart. That's right. Get out there and be you. Just do that. That's what you came here to be, Trish, is you. The world is waiting. The world is waiting. Believe it or not. All right, Courtney, the Kokopelli, the bringer of the rains. This comes from, of course, the mythology of Native North America. This is a fertile time in your life. This is a time of harvest for you. Courtney, when we are in a time of harvest, the greatest prayer that we can send up is a prayer of gratitude. Thank you for the abundance in my life, and thank you for the abundance that continuously flows into my life. This is a time of abundance for you. Kokopelli, the bringer of the rains. All you have to do is say thank you. Your mantra, Courtney, is this: my life is overflowing with all that brings joy to my soul and peace to my heart. I am grateful. That is my morning mantra. Thank you for the abundance in my life and for the abundance that continually flows in to my life. Brian Holt. Hey, Brian Holt. It is good to see you in the house, Brian. Hello, Julie. Good. Yes, everybody continue to remind me. Hey, Lily. That's right, I am your cheerleader, Lily. You know it. Brian. Brian, this one is for you. Spirit says, not that deck. All right, Brian. It's the teaching of the Sasquatch. The Sasquatch. I love the Sasquatch. I'm a Bigfoot lover person. Love all that. I love mythology. Good morning. Good morning, Tarana. So, Brian, the message for you is this. Walk gently. Walk gently. Walk gently with those around you at this time. And Brian, walk gently with yourself. Walk gently with yourself. And understand, Brian, that your gentleness, I'm asked to add this for you. Your gentleness is a sign of strength. It is a sign of strength. It is a sign of the strength of your heart. Will you please share that strength with yourself? Be gentle, walk gently. You're welcome, Courtney. Christy. That's right, Kelly. Cheer him on. You sure can. Christy. Aw, Courtney. You're very welcome. Christy. It's the teaching of the scarab. Comes to us, of course, from ancient Egypt. The scarab reminds us to celebrate life. To celebrate life. Christy, it is your time to bask in the sun and to revel in all that you have accomplished. This is a time to sit and think about not where you have fallen short, woulda, coulda, shoulda, why didn't I? No. Spirit Creator is saying to you, Christy, take a moment to celebrate just how far you have come. Look at all the wonderful things that you have done. Look at the light that you've brought to the earth plane and the lives that you have enhanced just by being you. Just by being you. This is a card of triumph, a divine acknowledgement of all of your hard work, study, and practice, and determination to walk the path of light, of integrity. It's not easy to do that. It's not easy to walk a path of integrity because sometimes we do trip and fall off of it, don't we? And we end up on the black and blue road. The thing is, do we light up our light again, get back on the path and keep on shining? Yes, we do. This is a card that says celebrate that about yourself and know that your life helps those around you. Your light is important. It is needed. It is a must. Prepare for the next level of knowledge and wisdom teachings that will be presented to you. Celebrate your life. Celebrate your life. You're welcome, Brian. You are welcome. Hey, Carrie. It's good to have you. Yeah, the mural behind me, I'm going to duck down so you can see it better, was painted by my dear friend, Claudia Nielsen. And it is the Black Hills Haisapa of South Dakota. And it's a beautiful scene. You can see my sweat lodge. She painted my sweat lodge and my hochoka, my altar in there. And my horses are also painted into the scenery. Over my shoulder, you can see heaven and you can see Lectus. And Bo is just on the other side of the painting. So yes, I sit here in the Black Hills every day. I do. All right. I want to make sure that I get a card for everybody. So please remind me. Angelica. The White Eagle teaching is here for you. The White Eagle teaching actually comes from Atlantis. The White Eagle teaching says this: ancient teachings are being revealed to you at this time. Pay attention. Pay attention to what all of nature, Creator, your angels, your higher self, what is life trying to teach you right now, Angelica? Pay attention. Become aware of the messages that are coming to you in your night dreams and your daydreams, and be open to the teachings that are coming to you. Angelica, this is a time of great spiritual growth. Be aware, be awake, take note. Trust yourself. Trust your relationship with Spirit, with Creator, with the light. This is a time of spiritual growth. Be gentle with yourself in this time of growth, says the White Eagle. Wendy, nice drum. It's the teaching of the Firebird. The Firebird. And the teaching of the Firebird is this, Wendy. Do not be afraid. Be alive. That's right. Beloved being of light, you have always been and you shall always be. With this great knowledge, live your life with boundless passion. Shine your light with joyful abandon. Live on and live again. This is a reminder of our eternal self, of our eternal light. And Firebird always says, do not be afraid. Be alive. You came here to be alive. Shine your light. Be alive. Not fearful. Fear not. Fear not. Be alive, Wendy. Daisy. It's the teaching of Iwaniw, the white buffalo calf woman. This is a teaching that comes from Native North America. And Iwaniw says to us, walk in balance. You are a giver. You love to give. Iwaniw, the white buffalo calf woman, says, remember, it's also good to receive. We cannot give if our own basket is empty. It's time to refill your basket, to take time for you, because you are a giver. You are welcome, Wendy. Iwaniw teaches us that walking in balance is essential, particularly if we are a healer, if we are a sensitive, a light bringer. You all are. My life is a sacred journey, says the white buffalo calf woman. I give and I receive. That's the word for you, Daisy. Receive in equal measure. 2018, remember about the hoop, giving and receiving. It's okay to receive, and I will add this to you, to your message. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help and to welcome it, to receive it. Because you're a giver. You like to give and help everybody. All right, Tarana. Let me take a look here. Thank you all. For those of you that are still plugged into the show, Margaret, Tarana, this one is for you, Tarana. It is the Archangel Asariel, the angel of Capricorn and the Capricorn moon. Every moment of my life has made me the beautiful light that I have become. I love this teaching. How often do we beat ourselves up, think negatively to ourselves about things that happened in the past, things that maybe really didn't happen, but we're always thinking about ourselves? The angel Asariel says, every moment of your life, every light moment, every dark moment, every bland, boring moment has made you the beautiful light that you have become. And, says Asariel, share your story with others. It is time for you to share your story with others. Every moment of my life has made me the beautiful light that I have become. The people that I want to learn from, are the people that have been to the School of Hard Knocks, that have spent some time on the Black and Blue Road, that know pain, that know passion. Those are the people that I want to learn from. Those are the people that have learned authentically. In my mind, it's time to tell your story. Share your light, your wisdom. Your wisdom. Daisy, you are very welcome. Good. Carrie, I have not forgotten you. Margaret Spooner. This one is for you. Oops, Spirit says we're going here, so we're going to go here. It's the white heart. The teaching of the white heart from the mythology of the UK. The white heart says, let the adventure begin. 2018, I would say you've got some adventures coming your way, my friend Margaret, and let them happen. Sometimes we are standing so deep within the forest of our serious nature, don't we, that we cannot see the beauty of the world that exists all around us and right in front of us. The magical, abundant, and joyful nature of life is summoning you, Margaret, to a quest upon the path of your heart's passions and desires. Travel, enjoy yourself, be of good cheer, have some fun, and participate in the extraordinary dance of life. Your daily mantra, Margaret: life is a grand adventure that my soul has chosen to experience with endless joy and wonder. Let the adventure begin. Tarana is saying, thank you so much. It is about time for me to share. Yes. Yes. And Julie, your order of the totem cards is on back order. The totem cards are once again sold out. So please be patient with that. Please be patient. Hey, Karen. Sometimes these cards in the books sell so fast that we have to go back into reprint. And here we are back in reprint. It's the eagle, Wambli Oyata. You're welcome, Margaret. Wambli Oyate, it's the Eagle Nation is here with you, Julie. Eagle, Wambli Oyate says, see things from a higher perspective. See things from a higher perspective, from the eagle perspective. It also says, Julie, thank you. Thank you for bringing the perspective of the Eagle Nation to those around you. Have a beautiful day, Wendy. Thank you for joining us today. And Wendy, if you would be so kind as to put your website in the stream, that would be fantastic. All of you, Tuesdays is about sharing. Share your website. Share what you've got going on. That's why we're here. So Julie, it's a thank you for being like the eagle and bringing the teachings of Creator and light to the earth plane. And it's also a message that the Eagle Nation is with you. I see the beauty and perfection of the Great Spirit in all things. In all things. And that's not easy to do sometimes, is it? No, sometimes it is not easy to do at all. All right, who else do I need to owe a card for? I see Karen is in the house, and Leslie and Kathy. Good, thank you for reminding me. Karen, this one is for you. It's the Archangel Nathaniel. You're welcome, Julie. Shine on, shine on. The Archangel Nathaniel is the angel of joy. And Karen, Nathaniel asks the question, where do you find joy? Where do you no longer find joy? Have you lost your joy? If you're looking for more joy in your life, Nathaniel says, invite me. Come on, let's get going. Join me on the magic carpet of life. Sometimes we think, where did our joy go? Or we're so thankful for our joy. I am fired up about life and joyful in my existence. Joy is a state of grace. It is the art of being in love with your life and all aspects and experiences of your life. It is the understanding that your unique existence is like a splendid thread of silk in the tapestry of life. The angel Nathaniel is asking you, Karen, to join him on the magic carpet of joy and to have joy. And it's a thank you for bringing joy to others. Thank you for being the thread of joy in the lives of other people. And remember, Karen, it's good to have joy in your life. And sometimes we forget that, don't we? Well, who am I to have joy? Or joy knocks on the door wrapped in a way that we didn't expect it to be, and we shut the door. Joy is yours. Spend some time in meditation and contemplation with the Archangel Nathaniel and have joy in your joy. Kathy. Sometimes we're feeling less than joyful, right? And we ask, well, who can we call on in the angelic pantheon? Well, we can call upon Nathaniel. Yeah. All right, Kathy Conklin, you beautiful thing. It's from the Mysteries of Ancient Egypt. Yes, you sure can, Rebecca. The Mysteries of Ancient Egypt. This is the card of the Halls of Amenti, Kathy. That's right. Live in joy. Enjoy your joy, Karen. And thank you for bringing joy, says Nathaniel. Kathy, the Halls of Amenti. This is an ancient Egyptian teaching that says the time of slumber is over, the time to live is now. Often we read about Saint Germain treading the halls of Amenti. This is a card that says a time of renewal is upon you. You are being called to shed your old coat, to lay down the vestments that once served you. Each cloak that you have donned has served your journey well. However, Kathy, you may have fallen asleep in the comfort of them. Reawaken to see the world and your life with new eyes. The time of slumber is over and the time to live is now. Honor what has been and rejoice in what is to come. This card says we're at a time of transformation, renewal. Celebrate that and move forward with that. Rebecca. This one is for you. All right. Rebecca. It's the teaching of the donkey. I love this card. It's one of my favorites. The donkey. The donkey says this: I selflessly serve, and yet I know when to say no. There is great joy to be found in helping others and in an honest day's work. That is true. Sometimes, however, we forget that Creator did not put us here for service and work alone. When we value our need for play and rest, we are honoring the sacredness of ourselves. When we say no to others' demands on our time, we're not being stubborn. We are staying in balance with life. When we give to ourselves, we are able to give to others in a balanced way. Your daily mantra is this: I selflessly serve, and yet I know when to say no. That's not always easy for us, is it? Oh, you're very welcome, Kathy. Go, Renate. Oh, well, good morning. Yes, absolutely. Hello to all of my friends from all over Grandmother Earth. Unchimaka. Hihane washte. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning as we're coming to the top of the second hour. Those of you that would still like a card, please let me know as we begin to close. But Ago, Renate Leerhoes. This one is for you. All right. It is the Archangel Azrael. Azrael is the angel of Scorpio. Azrael says this: pay attention to your intuition. Honor your gifts of the Spirit. Honor your spiritual gifts. Pay attention to your intuition. The voice of your inner mystic is calling to you. Your guardian angel and guides in spirit are asking you to set aside a time of sacred silence each day. They lovingly invite you to pay attention to the still small voice within yourself, right? We have an entire world within the interior castle. Azrael is reminding you to take time each day to become quiet, to listen to the still small voice, to listen to the voice of your guardian angels, of Creator speaking to you. And this is your daily mantra. I am a wise and mighty spiritual being. I listen to the voice of my soul. And I might add, and please trust. Trust what your heart and what your soul are telling you, right? Every day, our heart speaks to us, usually in very quiet whispers, very quietly. Once in a while, we have a calamity, right? Spirit wants to give us a great big sign and a message. Last night, as we were wrapping up the evening celebrating Christmas with the family, all of a sudden on the mantle, or excuse me, there on the brickwork of our fireplace, my rattle started to rattle. It just started to rattle. And my husband, Todd, looked at me and said, somebody's trying to get your attention. I said, well, I guess so. It's not often that the rattle just begins to rattle. And there it was. So when I became quiet later in the evening, today I'm going to begin doing some work with a private investigator. Sometimes I work with cold case detectives. Sometimes I work with private investigators, and I never know where I'm going to find myself. So Spirit letting me know that Spirit will be with me, because what I'm about ready to head into is some would consider to be quite dangerous work. Michael is saying, I've never done anything like this before. Well, how fun. Michael, Tuesday mornings are about inspiration, inspiring one another, giving each other an attaboy, an attagirl, and keep shining your light and keep doing what it is that you came here to do in your life. That's what Tuesday mornings are all about on the Mystic's Heart. And these 4 decks of cards, I write books, as you all know, and David and I have created these wonderful decks of cards based on ancient teachings. And so I choose a card for whomever it is that happens to be desiring to have a message of encouragement. And all right, I am going to draw a card for you. This particular card, Michael, is the Archangel Asmodel. Those of you that are born under the sign of Taurus, Asmodel is part of the team of guardian angels that you came in with. Michael, boy, there's an angelic name if there ever was. An angelic name, Mikael. Divine timing is a matter of understanding that you are divine and that your higher self and the architect of life, the creator of all things, have agreed to determine the perfect timing of everything in your life. Michael, the Archangel Asmodel would like you to know that you are on the right path. Be prepared for doors to unlock and windows to open. Keep moving forward, one step or one leap of faith at a time. Everything happens in divine timing. That is the message of Asmodel. I will add to this, Michael. You chose to come into this world and wear the name Michael, Mikael. I believe we choose our name and we kind of give our parents a little hint in the dream time, or that feeling like, I'd like to name my child this, that, or the other thing. You chose the name Mikael. Without exception, every Michael that I know is somebody who helps others, is somebody who brings strength and courage to others, is willing to go where angels sometimes fear to tread on behalf of those that they love. I would say thank you for choosing the name Michael and for being the defender of those that need defending because sometimes people cannot speak for themselves. Sometimes people need assistance. They cannot defend themselves. Every Michael that I have ever known is somebody who roots for the underdog, is somebody who's there to help lift up another person. So welcome to the show, Michael. Thank you for bringing the energy of your name to this show. Thank you for being the light for others who are finding themselves in the darkness. And Sharon, I believe that you are the last card for the day. And if I am incorrect about that, please, anyone. We're getting to the top of the second hour. I think we've broken a record today for the number of messages shared. Thank you, Kelly Spencer. Are you here yet? I know. If there hadn't already been Michael Iwaniw, my son Dane would have been Michael. And however, Dane came to me in a dream and said, I wish to be called Dane Andrew. And he came with his guardian angel in my dream. I was pregnant with him early on, and there he stood. And he looked just like that after he was born. And he said to me, I wish to be called Dane Andrew. So he was not Michael. Okay. Oh, thank you for that. I'm glad that you were guided here. It's good to have you here. Sharon. Final thought for the day, everybody. The Archangel Blandine. I love the Archangel Blandine. I am free from all earthly desire, says Blandine. I am free. Blandine teaches us that joy and true abundance are not found in things. True joy and true abundance is found in life and living and the experiences of our life. True abundance is found looking out my window here into the enchanted forest, as I call the acres here, and looking at the trees snow-covered and all of the birds and the deer and all the fun critters that are down there, and thinking to myself, how blessed am I? That's true abundance, being unfettered. So the message for you going into 2018, Sharon, my love, is anything that is holding you to a feeling of being fettered, let it go. Whatever you need to free your spirit from, any sadness, you know what I'm saying. I am free from all earthly desire. I am free. And sometimes we need to free ourselves from the trap of old memories, thought processes. This card says, free yourself. Enjoy the little things in life. Take joy in life. And Sharon, remember how much joy you bring to others just by being you. It's not what you give them materially. It's who you are simply by being you. That's what we came here to do, is to be us. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. And if you're wondering, I do have a YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel. And where can you find that? Well, if you visit DeniseIwaniw.com, I'm going to put that on there. You'll see at the bottom of the home page where you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is where I post these. And DeniseIwaniw.com is where you can see my cards and my books and my meditation CDs and all those fun things. But aside from all of that, I just want to thank you all for being here with me today and for being with me here on the earth plane at this time. Shine on, everybody. It's what you came here to do. Shine your light. Be you with love.